After arriving back to the hotel, they give you your key to your room. I have to say the room is actually decent. It's a nice room. It's nothing luxurious, but for the price included, it was decent. Lunch was okay. It was okay. But basically after that, once you do your check-in, once you're in your room, you're free for the rest of the night. As far as the trip, there's nothing else included for that day, but you have the opportunity to walk around. I decided to stay in the hotel. You can walk around the city center, which has many different attractions, but me personally, I took a nap. I stayed in the hotel for about 2-3 hours, and after that, I got up, showered, I was fresh again, and I went for a walk. The first place I went to the Central Market, which it has many things you can shop for, but me personally, I love to eat at any market, anywhere I visit, and there was this place where they had all kinds of meats. Pork meat, beef, chicken, duck, and even birds I couldn't recognize. But I did that. And after that, I went for a long walk. And during this walk, I discovered that I could rent a motorbike, which was very affordable. Basically, they rent you the bike for 8 hours at a time. And you're basically paying $8 for 8 hours, and you basically can go anywhere. And it was a great experience. It was a great choice. I decided just to go to Google Maps and look at tourist places that were near me. I happened to choose this one village that was like 45 minutes from where the place that I rented my bike. And I have to say, it was amazing. Just being on the road, I finally made it to that village. I got off, I walked the trail, and I got to interact with the people from the village, which was amazing. After that, I brought my bike back, and I just started walking around at nighttime, which was something also very cool, a whole different vibe. It just comes to life, a lot of tourists, a lot of locals, and just watching people perform was something I liked. Food, something about Sapa, I noticed there's a lot of barbecue, which is something I really love. And I decided to have a few beers, which was a little bit of a challenge for me because I only drank some specific beers. And but eventually I found this one place where they sold a beer that I like, and I just had a few beers, and by the time I was done, I was walking back to my hotel, and it was just peaceful. Everything had died out. Something I noticed in Vietnam, most places that I visited, everything stops, like the vibes, there's no real nightlife. So everything is over early at night, but very safe. So that was day one. The following day, we had breakfast. Breakfast is from 7 to 8. By 8 o'clock, 8:30, our bus picked us up for our second trip, which was trekking. That was something that I have to say, it was something I didn't expect. They said, I just had the impression we were gonna be hiking, trekking, walking near the jungle, near the mountains, and go to a village. But I never imagined when the tour guide told us we're gonna be walking for 10 kilometers, I was like, what? You know, that seems like a long distance, but that's what it was. It was basically, we walked for about 4 hours from point A to point B, where we finally arrived at the final location. But during that period of time, wow, I have to say it was just a big roller coaster as far as the scenery, as far as the weather. When we first got there, it started raining, and I'm thinking, wow, this is gonna be quite an adventure. But it stopped raining real soon. But the trail was very slippery. Something I have to say, and I recommend and I advise, is that make sure you have the proper wear and have water. Have the proper wear, the proper shoes, because it's challenging. It's physically challenging. And also make sure that you're mentally and physically prepared, because if there's any type of accident, which I seen a few people slip, nothing major, you know, which was the great thing. But if something was to happen, it's going to be a challenge to get help to you or to take you back. But overall, great experience. I know you can see the pictures. And after that, we went back to the hotel, and basically we were done. I was at the hotel most people were at the hotel waiting to get picked up by the bus to head back to Hanoi. Now, I know my words sound simple, but the beauty about this is that you can look at the images. So this is the overall trip from my perspective, my opinion, and it's just something I recommend to anyone that's thinking of visiting Sapa, whether they're gonna be visiting Vietnam or live in Vietnam. It's something you have to do, something you have to have in your bucket list. Now, thank you for all the support. If you wanna watch more videos about traveling, food, and culture, remember to like and subscribe. Tony's World.